Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. Looking at our data pulled from this morning regarding our upper level wind profiles, we had a freezing level of almost 15,000 feet, just under, with winds near the surface out of the south at 1,000 feet, remaining light around 4 knots and progressively increasing with a slight lull at 16 to 20,000 before maxing out at 26 knots observed at 25,000 feet from a westerly direction. Pulling up our most recent surface analysis, behind the warm front that pushed through our area overnight, an upper level ridge is expanding northward across the region here today, bringing hot and breezy conditions with highs in the low 90s and heat indices approaching the 100-degree mark. Later today, isolated thunderstorms become possible, especially over the northern portions of the eastern shore, with a focus on Maryland and Delaware, where the Storm Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk for damaging winds. And come Thursday, temperatures will once again break into the low to mid 90s, with heat indices nearing 100, if not over, and potentially necessitating a heat advisory, and coinciding with some instability building in that time frame, just in time for a cold front to pass through in the evening, likely bringing scattered showers and storms with a good likelihood of lightning associated with those storms, which also aligns with the SPC's outlook that places our region under a categorical slight risk for severe weather, and it looks that hail and wind will be the main concern with that passing front. Friday offers a brief cool down in the wake of that frontal passage, with more seasonal temperatures expected before heat begins rapidly building back over the weekend, which will lead to the chance for heat advisories come next week. And moving to our 24-hour risk chart here. Some slight changes from this morning, dropping down the precip chances of this evening to a yellow, a high yellow at that. It just looked like a bunch of the models had a drying trend, so dropping the precip chances down, but otherwise a mostly clear skies for a majority of the day and through the night, and breezy. And also coinciding with those storm chances, it looks like gusts get up to about 27 knots, and that will continue into tomorrow morning. Now moving on to the short-term risk board here. Thursday, mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 91 and a good chance of a wind advisory. Thursday night, partly cloudy and breezy with a good chance of thunderstorms associated with that passing cold front and a good chance of a wind advisory. And Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 83 with greens across the board. Should be a nice day. And moving on to the 7-day forecast here, we have multiple hot days ahead with mostly sunny conditions for a majority of the upcoming week. And Thursday evening, tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms associated with that cold front and the chance of a wind advisory being issued. Friday, there's a brief cool down following that passage, and then we see those temperatures slowly build into next week, with the early portion of the week being quite warm. But overall, looks to be a nice 7 days ahead, and that will conclude our 7-day outlook. Yep. And I will see you all tomorrow at 8:15 for the daily weather operations brief.